Hi, my name is Emily Beck, and I'm going to be talking about the discipline at Doohickeys. So, the critical problem I chose was the lack of discipline at Doohickeys You Need Incorporated. You can see the lack of discipline through many aspects: the respect of others, which means from supervisors and employees, meeting productivity and efficiency standards, adhering to safety protocols, but I think the main lack of discipline is from the managers and the CEO and/or the CEO. I believe at Doohickeys discipline should be implemented in all aspects, especially the management, like I said before. So my first solution to the lack of discipline is the respect of colleagues. And that can range from employee to employee and manager to employee, as well as managers to managers. Obviously, from this study, there's no evidence of teamwork or collaboration because the work is not getting done in the same pattern or steps, and it's also getting done in multiple ways. So, and we can also tell that there is not a harassment policy in place because things are being swept under the rug by management. The solution, I think, should be collaborating with coworkers professionally and respectfully, which can be completed by sexual harassment policies that should be put into place at training, and also a no tolerance bullying or verbal abuse policy that is kept up with both frequently and revised frequently, same as with the sexual harassment policy. Going into manager to employee, the manager not paying workers fairly is a lack of discipline to the company from the manager. As a manager, it's your job to motivate and create a great workplace for your employees. And I don't think an employee should ever feel the reason to talk back to you. And through Doohickeys' study, we can see that the employees are clearly not respecting the manager because the manager is not respecting them. So I think to fix this, managers need to stop treating the employees like lapdogs and more like humans. And they also need to be handling situations fairly and not having opinions based on non-work related things like ethnicity, gender, or personality. And we saw that in the study. So my next solution to the lack of discipline would be productivity and getting productivity up. Again, the discipline of the manager, he or she needs to figure out why the productivity rates are so low and then fix that. It is called discipline to your company because you need to figure out why those are low. When reading the study, the turnover rate, obviously, they had employees go through the same management and still get the same results. And I think to higher productivity, implementing more employee benefits and making conditions so employees actually want to work there will help get the production back on track. My next solution to lack of discipline would be safety. As a manager, the standard of safety in a workplace like this should be higher than anything else. Working with dangerous equipment and little to no safety protocols is not a good mix. I think implementing a safety protocol that is non-negotiable and is used on every event of injury is very important. It will be taught at training and will be re-practiced by employees and managers every month. I think setting those standards from the start of safety will help create a smooth workplace and harmony between the managers and employees without creating conflict over injuries in the past. My last solution would be the hiring process. I think a new hiring process needs to be put in place by the manager. This quote says, "Discipline is doing what you know needs to be done, even though you don't want to." And I think we can see that the manager at Doohickeys doesn't want to do things in a respectful way and no one else's way. And that shows lack of discipline. So I think having a new hiring process means no more hiring friends and no more making decisions on his own. In this hiring process, I think that a hiring board should be included, and this board can include HR, CEO, and multiple supervisors. This is my works cited. Thank you.